Hey everyone, really quick, I just wanted to make a video about the different pellets that I give my turtle. So I am all about variety in my pet's diet. The more variety, in my opinion, the better that you can give to your pet. So right now I'm using the Missouri Aquatic Turtle Diet pellets, the Omega-1 Adult Turtle Sticks, and then because she has stuck scoots, retained scoots, I'm using the wheat germ sticks, the Omega-1 kind. And these are a little bit more tricky to find because you have to get a certain kind. A lot of them contain garlic, and this one does not contain garlic. So this is the kind that you want to use. And basically what that does, the wheat germ is supposed to help if they do have like retained scoots, it's just supposed to help aid them in shedding those. So what I do is I'll either take a little bit of each of these pellets when it's pellet day, and I'll just put them in like a little tray like that and measure them out that way. And I'll just either hand feed her in her tank or I'll dump them in her tank. She usually eats them up really, really quick. I also just want to mention really quick that you can also get the ZooMed pellets. I did have those, but I ran out, so I'm probably going to add those into the mix too. Missouri, ZooMed, and Omega-1 are the recommended turtle pellets that you should feed your red-eared slider. And what I do is I follow a feeding chart, so you shouldn't be giving your turtle, your adult turtle anyway, pellets every day, even though they really like them. But when they're adult turtles, it should be, I believe, 75% veggies and greens, and then 25% protein. So a lot of the protein comes from these sticks, and basically just like trace vitamins and minerals that they might be lacking are in here as well. And then today is also Cuddle Bone Day for Bubbles, so I'm going to show you guys really quick how I prepare the Cuddle Bone. So I just got the You and Me version brand at Petco, but you have to be careful because some of the Cuddle Bone have additional ingredients and they're not like real Cuddle Bone. This is real Cuddle Bone. Let me see. Yep, so in the ingredients it says right there, Cuddle Bone. But something that you have to be mindful of is that they have a backing on them. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's like a layers, and you can see the backing right here is not something that, it's something that you need to take off because it doesn't break down. It's like a different type of material. So what I do is I'll just take a piece of the Cuddle Bone, I'll break it probably a little bit less than this, break it in half, and then I'll take a razor or a butter knife. This razor is not a good one to show because I've used it for a lot of different things. I'll take it and I'll just kind of gently scrape the backing off, and please do not, please be careful when you're doing that because especially if you're using a razor, if you are a child or younger, please get an adult to help you because that can be really dangerous if you do cut yourself on them. I've done it and you can get seriously injured. You can also probably just use a butter knife and scrape the backing off, but you don't want to give this to your turtle with that backing part still on. So definitely try and remove that first. And a lot of people like to soak this. If your turtle's not really interested in Cuddle Bone, you can soak it in, I think it was like tuna water or something like that. I'll post some different ways that you can get your turtle to eat Cuddle Bone below. But this is basically just additional calcium, and your turtle doesn't really need to be eating that. It's just something that you should have in your tank if your turtle needs it. They'll know what they need. If they're lacking anything in their diet, they'll know that they need to eat calcium, and they'll do it on their own. It's not something you have to like be very, forceful about, or like making sure they're getting Cuddle Bone every day, because they don't need it's basically as needed. Whereas like daily greens, you want to make sure that they're getting greens and eating them every day. So that's all I wanted to share. So today I am feeding a staple shell-sized piece of greens. And for that, I usually do like green leaf lettuce or red leaf lettuce or dandelion greens. And then it's half the amount of pellets that they normally get. So usually you want to give them like the amount of pellets that would be like their head size amount, size of their head. So I just feed half of that today. So I'll probably do like 2 of these, 2 Missouri, and then 4 of the wheat germ sticks. And like I said, I like to put it in here and then feed her that way. And that's it. I'll post a link to my feeding chart that I'm using. I'm probably going to make a new one and kind of customize it a bit. And yeah, you guys can check that out. It's really helpful to have the feeding chart. I have it just right on my wall right there so that I can keep track of what I'm feeding her every day. And don't mind all the coloring on my wall. That is artwork from John when he was like 1 year old. So still gotta take care of that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna feed her here and you guys can see how I feed her. And don't overfeed your turtle. That's another big thing because they act like they're hungry all the time, but it's up to us as pet owners to make sure we're moderating the amount that we feed them, because if you're overfeeding, the risk is that they could, their internal organs could grow quicker than their shell, and that can be very uncomfortable and lead to, you know, some serious issues. So you want to make sure that you're regulating their diet, giving them a variety in their diet, and all that good stuff. So I'll link what I'm using below too, and where you can get like the cuddle bone and everything. You can get that just at PetSmart. A lot of this stuff you can get at PetSmart or Petco. Like I said, the omega-1 was harder to find. I couldn't find that at either store, so just for convenience, I'll link all that for you guys. But I'm gonna feed her now and see if I can get a little video for you guys of me feeding her pellets. So really quick before I feed Bubbles, let me get that out of the way. I just wanted to show you guys the cuddle bone. So this is how it looks. This is about the amount that I'm gonna put in her tank. And then this is the backing that I was talking about. You can see that the material is a little bit different. This material is like a lot harder than the actual cuddle bone, and it comes off like in these chunks. So you can tell the difference between the cuddle bone and the backing once you take it off. Has a completely different consistency about it. And yeah, you want to scrape that off, and it's all scraped off. Man, my camera just does not like to focus. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put those in her tank now and then feed her her pellet. All right, there she is. She's excited. She's coming right up because she knows that I got some good things for her. I usually just let it float like that and then it gets waterlogged eventually. But you always want to feed your turtle in the water because they need, oh, there she goes. She got the first one. Always feed your turtle in the water because they need to use the water to swallow their food. Never feed them on land because they could choke. That is one thing about turtles. And they do love pellets. At least Bubbles loves them. Bubbles loves food. I didn't have any issues getting her to eat veggies. I know some people have some problems getting their... It's right there, girl. Sometimes people have issues getting their turtle to eat pellet or eat vegetables if they didn't raise them when they were young eating them. But not Bubbles. She didn't have any problems with that. Oh, there you go. And don't be afraid to hand feed your turtle. It's fun for them. It's kind of like a little bit of enrichment. But when they do get bigger, be careful because they could bite you. You can also get like the bamboo tongs. I know a lot of people that have, like Pac-Man frogs will get the bamboo tongs to hand feed their frogs. You could do that with turtles too. However you want to do it. So this is how we do it, like that. And turtles also like to hunt, so when it is treat day, or if you do want to feed like live food, like guppies or something like that, it's fun for them to kind of hunt them down. But that's something you really don't want to feed a lot. Live food should be a rare treat like that. It should be treated like a treat. Yep, as you can see, she's a little water piggy. We have a couple more pellets and then that's it. I know. And she will try and climb out of the enclosure looking for more food. So it's really important that, you know, you guys have lids and I put the lid back on. Otherwise, she can and will escape. They're climbers. Turtles love to climb. But that's it. I don't have any more pellets, and just wanted to do that video showing you guys what type of pellets I use and how I feed bubbles. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next one.